Hey everybody, it's Heather Nichols here. Happy 4th of July in the United States. It's our Independence Day here in the US. And I had, for those of you who don't know, I have a Telegram chat, a Telegram group that you're welcome to join. It's heathernichols.com/telegram. And it's just a place to be in touch and ask questions, and we post videos and podcasts and classes and stuff like that. And I had a question from somebody about perceiving a lot of intense energy. And I wanted to address that because that has actually been something that has definitely been going on for a lot of people these days. There's a lot, I've been talking about this a lot in my videos and my podcasts, that as we all are aware, there's a lot of change going on right now. A lot of things being shaken up, a lot of kind of, I would say, like a big death process in a way, of things dying, kind of going away, old constructs that don't work anymore, disappearing. And if you are an energetically aware creature, you're going to notice that. You're going to notice it. You might feel wonky, you might be confused, you might have a variety of feelings, you might have stuff going on with your body, you might have a lot of pain, a lot of intensity in your body. And so I wanted to give you some tools and some questions that you could be asking to see, how to create ease with that, because we can't necessarily change what's going on in the world. And I would say it's actually a good thing what's going on. It's just that sometimes old structures, old paradigms, old ways of being that didn't work in the first place need to die in order for new things to become available. And a lot of times people actually require kind of like that kind of death in order to choose something different, because people don't tend to, change isn't something that a lot of people are that excited about making. Some people that are more like the seeker type of people in the world are fine. They enjoy change. They love change. I love change. But that's not a very popular point of view. So a lot of the people that are, going through intensity and having a hard time with what's going on, it's like change isn't easy for them. And it isn't easy. I mean, it's not always easy for me either. It's, it can be an intense process. So when that is going on, and the first thing I would say is, one of the primary tools of Access Consciousness, which is such a gift, is who does this belong to? And you may have heard that before, and you may be like, yeah, whatever, I use it, it doesn't work. Let me just give you a different, and I've done a video on this before, so you can go back and watch that video more if you want more specifics, more detail. But it's really, when you ask who it belongs to, or you can also ask, is this mine? It's kind of like acknowledging, oh, there's pain in my body. Is it mine? Who does it belong to? I'm aware of I'm like feeling wonky, or I'm feeling angry, or I'm feeling agitated, or whatever. Is it mine? Who does it belong to? Is it mine? And if it's not yours, it doesn't really matter who it belongs to most of the time. But if it isn't yours, you'll get an energy, you'll get like an awareness of that, of like, oh, this isn't mine. And then you can actually, for me, the next step is really to acknowledge my awareness, acknowledge how aware I am. And then it's like, okay, I'm really aware. I'm really aware of the world. I'm really aware of a lot of people. And the stuff that I'm aware of isn't mine. I don't have to do anything with it. That's one of the big pieces, is you don't have to do anything with the things that you're aware of. And a lot of times we think we do. And especially when we have the tools, we're like, well, let me just handle that. But it's not yours to handle. And you can kind of mess yourself up even more if you try to handle it. So is it mine? No? Okay, cool. I'm really aware. There's crazy stuff going on. How much can you expand? How much can you expand your energy out in all directions? Like, get as big as the earth, get as big as the universe, expand out to then get to have a greater sense of occupying more space that will give you more ease. It'll give you access to different energies and kind of diffuse some of the intensity, allow you to inhabit more of the space of who you be and what you be as an infinite being. And then from there, also asking, it's a slightly different question, but what am I aware of? Because a lot of times we're aware of futures, like future events, possibilities, energies that they haven't shown up yet. And they could be like positive futures, and they could be futures that aren't so positive. But it's like we have this energetic awareness always going on, but we don't necessarily always have the information to let us know what it is. And so you have to ask questions and function from the energy of it and get the energy and recognize that you're an energetic being. And that's primarily kind of how you're functioning and where you're functioning. But we forget that. We forget that all the time. So it's like, what am I aware of here? And you may get something. You may get something like, oh, certain people feeling weird, or, people around the world like being stressed out about war or politics or money or economy or business or relationships or whatever, and we have so much awareness that we don't acknowledge all the time. And just the simple act of acknowledging it and going, okay, I'm aware of a lot of stuff. I'm aware of a lot of futures. I don't have to go into that, I don't have to try to heal that with my body. I don't have to try to process it emotionally. I don't have to try to handle it, make it go away, make it change. It's like, I'm aware. Okay, how much more space can I occupy? And then from there, the last thing, there's a million tools. But the last thing I would say for this video is then choose something that is true for you and fun. Like, choose something that is going to gift you a different energy, like where you can substantiate your reality more, your reality with your body, your reality in the world, like where you can actually be like, oh yeah, for me, I like to have fun. I like to have joy. I like to have ease. Okay, so what could that be? Maybe it's, go spend time in nature. I make a lot of videos outside, especially in the summer, because I love being outside. My body loves being outside. When I go outside, I am so much happier, instantaneously. So I will go outside. I will go for a walk or a hike, or, be in nature in some way. Or move my body. I have a lot of resources on body movement on my YouTube and website and stuff. Move my body in some way, or get my bars run, the Access Consciousness bars. So energy work, hands-on, points on the head. It releases and dissipates a lot of stress and a lot of angst and a lot of thoughts, feelings, and emotions that aren't ours. So do something that brings you back to what's true for you as an infinite being, where ease, joy, and glory is actually it's available, but we have to choose it. And a lot of times with the intensity going on in the world right now, it feels harder to choose, and it feels like our joyful realities are always being, sort of attacked by the crazy of the world. But we have to just commit to substantiating those energies and those realities for ourselves more and more all the time. It's more important than ever. And as we do, we actually create a different future where all the stuff that is dying now goes away, and what is left is the joyful, easeful, glorious, beautiful, contributory future and reality that we actually know is possible. And it's up to us to make that more real, more true, more our reality every single day. And as we do, we create more ease for ourselves, our bodies, and for the world. So I hope that was a contribution to you, and see you next time.